Both the Trump and Biden campaigns are making a pitch to voters in the LGBTQ community, a group that, according to polls, overwhelmingly votes for Democrats. Just this month, former Vice President Joe Biden pledged to protect the transgender community, saying he'll change laws to eliminate discrimination. The Trump campaign is also reaching out to LGBTQ voters, but in return is facing scrutiny for the president's record. They call it Trump Pride, a handful of campaign events around the country for the president's LGBTQ supporters.
And people can say whatever they want to say, but I'm here because I support my father. He supports all of you, and we are here to fight for equality, democracy, to keep America and make it better. Yes, Trump Pride!
The president's daughter, Tiffany Trump, recently headlined this event in Tampa, where critics observed the acronym in her speech was missing the letter T, which stands for transgender.
He supported gays, lesbians, the LGBTQIA+ community, okay?
Trump Pride's co-chair is Richard Grinnell, who briefly served as acting director of national intelligence, the first openly gay person named to a cabinet-level position.
President Trump is the most pro-gay president in American history.
But some LGBTQ rights groups, like GLAAD, see it quite differently.
What's your reaction when you hear those words, Trump Pride?
I feel that this is another one of those false narratives that's being created, more disinformation being put out there, that he has been a good president for the LGBTQ community. He has been the exact opposite.
GLAAD created the Trump Accountability Project, listing what it calls 181 attacks on the LGBTQ community. Since taking office, the president has rolled back many protections for transgender people and banned them from serving in the military. While in court, his administration has filed numerous briefs arguing discrimination laws should not protect people based on sexual orientation and gender identity.
You know, the proof is in the actions. The proof is in his record. There is no record. What there is an anti-LGBTQ record. I wish it were different, but it hasn't been, and it's been a really trying 4 years for our community.
Earlier this year, a Morning Consult poll found among LGBTQ voters nationwide, former Vice President Joe Biden led President Trump 63 to 20%.
I think it's automatically assumed that if you're gay, you're going to vote for a Democrat. And that's simply not the case.
Paul Ramirez, a Republican who lives in California, is part of that 20%. He's a Trump supporter.
I've gone through the fight. I don't think we have any more villains out there. The fight for equality is pretty much over. We should be looking at issues that affect our lives in real time. The economy, jobs, travel, safety internationally.
But organizations like GLAAD argue the fight for equality is far from over.
Marriage equality is not safe. And if we think it's safe, it's 5 years old, marriage equality. And in this past opening of the Supreme Court session, Thomas and Alito referenced it and said that they are open to hearing defenses to take it down. In addition to that, yes, our trans brothers and sisters are literally under attack, especially by this current administration.
White House spokesman Judd Deere said it was untrue LGBT Americans were threatened under the Trump administration, said the president had included LGBT Americans at the highest levels of government, launched a global campaign to decriminalize homosexuality, and committed to ending HIV transmissions in the U.S. within 10 years.
So when you see Tiffany Trump, Eric Trump, Laura Trump come out and say he's a pro-gay president, we support the LGBTQ community, what's going on here? Why are they saying that?
The LGBTQ voting bloc and our allies are critical to this election. We can make the difference from a voting bloc in this election.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.